are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, it looks like a lot of fans are not happy with the fact that Nicki Minaj had tweeted Vance over Rants, and he responded Nicki over Cardi. And a lot of fans are upset about this. One fan said, "Things I took from this post, Cardi is truly an obsession. The VP of the US is a joke because why is he voluntarily inserting himself in female rap beef? Nicki Minaj is scary for deleting the OG post, the original post she deleted." A lot of fans are saying that she deleted the post because he mentioned Cardi B. And with that being said, a lot of people believe that she's scared of Cardi B. That's one of the reasons why she may not go to the Met, because Cardi B, Queen B, Solange will be there. And I don't think Queen B, like I said yesterday, Queen B has class. She's not running up on Nicki Minaj. Cardi B, though, has no class and definitely, allegedly, behind the scenes is preparing to run up on Nicki Minaj. Okay? If she see her at any event. Okay, now they were in Miami, both of them, but they weren't at the same location the whole time in Miami. I think it's harder to track somebody if you don't know their exact location. It's different than running up on them at an event. She's done it before at the Harper Bazaar event. Now, Cardi B has acknowledged the shade. She said, "I'm so famous on X. Yeah, you're so famous, but yeah, you couldn't even do 200,000 first week, but you so famous, okay? Whatever that means." I definitely think she's gonna press Nicki Minaj. I don't think Nicki's scared. But I feel like Nicki has more to lose than Cardi B. Cardi B doesn't get held accountable for her actions. You know, she doesn't. She's had how many court cases and thrown bottles and did this and that and wished death on people's children, and what has happened? Nothing. She has a perfectly good reputation in the industry. Now, a Cardi B fan also mentioned it's only rap beef for one B word. It's on site with the brim. Okay, see, even the fans believe that Cardi B will run up. See, the only rap beef for Nicki Minaj might see it as rap beef, but when it comes to Cardi B, it's on site. Now, in my opinion, I don't think Nicki Minaj is scared of Cardi B, but I do feel like people want Cardi B to press Nicki Minaj. She is getting a lot of pressure behind the scenes to press Nicki Minaj. And here's the thing. I feel like Cardi B, she doesn't face any consequences when she does things. Like when she threw the shoe at Nicki Minaj, nobody said that was a bad look. Everybody was like, oh, well, Nicki talked about her child and it was not even a real tweet. But now, because, you know, Nicki did call culture ugly, you know, Cardi B sees that as a motive. So that's what's going to happen. Now, moving on from that, Forbes names Queen B the second most powerful female artist in the world in 2025. The chart obsessed races is at number 1. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I wonder what's the qualifications to be powerful. Okay. Now, I will say Queen B, she definitely breaks the internet. Okay. When she do anything. So I do agree with that. But other than that, I don't know. What did she do that was powerful in 2025? I think she won Album of the Year and went on tour. But, I mean, most artists can do that. Well, I wouldn't say most artists can win Album of the Year. That's not true. But I feel like I don't understand the qualifications for the most powerful. Is it because she breaks the internet? Is it because she dropped that country album? What makes her most powerful in 2025? Now, Zendaya must have a hate train brewing. Okay, so a trailer dropped for her new movie with Robert Pattinson called Drama, The Drama. And a lot of fans are dragging Zendaya, saying she cannot act. A fan said, "When I say I think Zendaya can't act, it doesn't come from a place of dislike. She is highly inoffensive as a pop culture figure. There's not a thing to personally dislike. I genuinely think she is bad at her job. I do not enjoy watching her. Another fan said, I'm sorry, but Zendaya outside of Rue cannot act. Yikes. So let me know if you guys agree. Do you guys feel like Zendaya is overhyped? Do you feel like she can act or can she not act? In my opinion, I feel like Zendaya can act, okay? But I do feel like there are certain roles that she probably shouldn't have gotten because I wouldn't say she's inexperienced. I don't feel like it was the right role for her. Like for The Challengers, which was the last movie I seen Zendaya in, I felt like that role should have went to an older woman and not somebody in their late 20s for the character that she was playing. Also, I do feel like Zendaya at times lacks sex appeal. There's certain, sex scenes that she does or certain times where she tries to give sex, and I feel like she looks sexy on the red carpet, but when we're talking about acting sexy in a role, it don't always give that. It gives awkwardness a lot of times. But I do like Zendaya as an actress, and I feel like she's in her lane. Y'all said she couldn't sing. Y'all didn't support her music, okay, when she was doing the singing and dancing thing. Aaliyah's estate didn't want her to play Aaliyah in a biopic. Y'all always try to shoot down her dreams. So I feel like she can definitely act. I mean, she has 2 Emmys for a reason. Obviously, that's for her role in Rue. But I feel like she just needs to pick the right roles. I feel like sometimes she's picking the big blockbuster films instead of, the right role for her. Okay, but she's definitely a fashion icon. So if the acting thing don't work out, even though it's already working out because she getting paid $10 million per movie, but if the acting thing ever slowed down for her, she can always just model because she has the figure to do that. So Zendaya is good regardless. Now moving on from that, allegedly Nicki's getting exposed again. I mean, can Oländriä catch a break? Y'all be on Oländria's neck. Damn. Can she catch a fucking break? Now, a lot of fans are calling him out because allegedly, he's in a secret relationship with a blonde white woman, but in a PR relationship with Oländriä. Let me know if you guys believe this. There's a thread of a white woman that has been traveling around the world with him secretly because he hasn't posted no pictures of her. But there's been receipts online of him staying at her apartment, which he posted on Snap that, he was staying at this particular location, I guess, that she stays at. And there's screenshots everywhere. There's also a screenshot of him going on a trip with this young lady. Okay, she was on a yacht with Nick and also Kendall, who was on a previous season of Love Island. Okay, she's been also spotted with Nick walking around in Philadelphia. I guess her name is allegedly Molly, and fans are basically saying that this is his real girlfriend and he's in a PR relationship with Oländriä. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Listen, I mean, men can have women friends. Maybe that's his childhood friend. We don't know. I don't really follow Nick like that because I don't really like him. No shade. I like Oländriä, but I don't really care for Nick like that. I'm not into what he does. But I don't mind him and Oländriä being together. That's who she loves. All I will say is, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Again, there is in my opinion, a big difference in maturity when it comes to Oländriä and Nick. And what I mean by that is he doesn't take into consideration how things could look when it comes to Oländriä because he doesn't care. Now, some people are saying, oh, this is his best friend's girlfriend and that's why she's around. It don't even matter. It's how it looks. That's why even if it is your best friend's girlfriend, you got to make sure that it don't look like y'all together. Okay, but that would take maturity. Okay, I don't really care what people think. That's a part of being immature because perception is everything. Okay, especially when you're in a new relationship and people trying to break y'all up. But this is why I feel like Oländriä eventually she's going to leave that man because it's always some sort of drama. It's always something. Every week, something is coming out. And I just don't feel like people are making things up out of thin air all the time. I think some things could be possibly true. Now, moving on from that, Billboard crowns GloRilla as the top female rap artist of the year-end 2025 charts, despite not releasing an album, unlike Cardi B. Okay? A lot of people felt like Cardi B should have been number one, but she didn't chart higher than Gorilla Glue. Or she didn't have better stats than Gorilla Glue, even though she dropped 30 fucking songs and also 10-year songs on her album. So that definitely is an L for Cardi B. A lot of people feel like this is also her clocking Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion released 2 songs that flopped. Gorilla Glue has released songs that flopped too, but I guess she's doing better on the charts than Megan Thee Stallion, despite y'all not buying her recent single, Special, in March. So let me know how y'all feel about it. Congratulations to Gorilla Glue. I called her the princess of rap earlier this year, and currently she still has that title. Do I feel like she'll ever become the queen? No, because she's not super lyrical. But I do feel like she is the princess at the moment, because Doja Cat kind of fell off a little bit too much, and she don't even rap anymore. She mostly do pop. So the crown belongs to Gorilla. So let me know how y'all feel about it. Now, moving on from that, 21 Below Average put out a mixtape. I don't think that this is an album, because it's not getting an album push. He had Gorilla, Scratch Off, who else? Champagne Thickums, Metro Boomin on the album. I thought he had asked Cardi B to be on the album. Maybe she didn't get her verse back in time because Partisan might have been on a break after working on her album. But I could have sworn he had asked Cardi B to be on his album. But the point of the matter is, there's certain songs that I do like. I like the 21 Below Average and Champagne Thickums collaboration. I think that's called Mr. Recoup. That song is fire. Okay, so I can give that song a 9 out of 10. Scratch Off killed her verse. You know, usually I don't give Scratch Off her 10s, but I can give Scratch Off her 10s because she did kill her verse on Pop It. Okay, I low-key felt like her verse was harder than his. Maybe he wrote for her, we don't know. I'm not saying that he did write for her or didn't, but I was like, she killed her verse. So I do got to give her 10s. Gorilla and 21 Below Average, that was okay. I wasn't really impressed. But I do feel like a lot of the beats sounded the same. Is it just me, or did some of the beats sound similar to each other? That's another thing. I didn't like the Little Baby record. Atlanta Tears. Yeah, it sounded terrible. Yeah. It definitely was tearful that they put that on the album. I didn't like Atlanta Tears at all. That was a chippity chop. But I'll give the whole, like, after listening to majority of the songs, I didn't listen to every song, but majority of the songs, I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. I don't think that this is bad for a mixtape. Okay. The features, most of them really go. But would I go back and listen to this album like that? Probably not. But the Champagne Thickums song, that might go on the playlist. I was like, wow, that was kind of fire. Okay, I wonder who wrote that. Now, Nicki decided to put out a series of tweets. I guess she's dragging Gavin Newsom, who is the governor of Cali. She said, "Oh, Gavi Poo, it only gets worse from here for you. Buddy, it's the end of the road for you, my love. Get to the nearest jet ski. Let the beautiful hair blow in the wind. It will make you happier than this race that you will not win. Enjoy life. Peace." Gavin is the cute boy who got everything handed to him because of how cute and sexy and hot and smoky he was. Oh, look at M sitting there in that suit with the sneakers on. He thinks he's Tom Cruise. Only difference is his next mission is impossible. He should get another leading role. Imagine being the guy running on wanting to see trans kids. Ha ha. Not even a trans adult would run on that. normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy and safe, happy kids, not gav. They gav nots, gav outs, send the next guy on board. Yikes. I don't know. I don't know if that was, I don't know what she mean by this. What is she trying to say, guys? Barbs, what is Nicki Minaj trying to say? Okay. Anyway, I got some very hot tea on Nicki, Sydney Sweeney, Zendaya, 50 Cent and Diddy on Patreon. Link would be in the description. I hope you have a great day.